What is going on, Adventure Nation? In this episode, we run into some reservation problems, and I will admit, it's mostly my fault.
Mostly?
It's all my fault. This is the Motorhome Experiment. Good morning, everybody. We are preparing to leave Anaheim. Checkout in this campground is 11 a.m. so it's a little early for us, but we're making it. It's 10:55. We're just gonna load up and get ready to roll. Ready to roll out?
Yes, but no.
What do you have to say about this campground?
Beautiful campground. Obviously love the fact that they have oranges and lemons. I mean, that's what we got, right? But the sites, they're nice. There's other sections that are like one next to another.
Well, we're so used to Baja now being out in the middle of nowhere and state camping and all that.
But our site was not bad. Our site was wide and it had grass and trees, so it's a nice change. Hot tub, amazing laundry. We didn't see the bathrooms, but it has many amenities and give you like a little package, like a welcome package with goodies. So it's pretty good.
All right, well, let's roll over to Rincon. Back to the oceanside camping.
Yeah, hopefully it's not raining like this.
Don't hold your breath, Lori. Wow, Lori. Checkout time and we are hooked and ready to go. That's amazing. And it's 11 a.m. It's like an early checkout time.
How many oranges are gonna go to waste because people are not picking them?
Yeah, people aren't taking advantage of that, and they should be. But as you guys can see, it is a pretty tight city campground. It ain't cheap because it's close to Disneyland. It's what, $80 a night?
No, with taxes and everything, I think it was 63.
Well, we had Good Sam discount, so if you guys don't have a Good Sam card, you should do that.
That's a must. If you're RVing, you gotta have a Good Sam.
But nice check-in area. The clubhouse is nice. Like it's older stuff, but the campground itself impeccable. They wouldn't allow us to get into the site until the guy cleaned it. So that was, I don't know what they were cleaning, whether they're wiping up leaves or whatever, but escorting us. I did not like the escorting thing because we had to wait probably 10 minutes for the guy while just standing there.
15 minutes probably. We had to just stand around just waiting for the dude until he could escort us to our spot that we could actually see.
So that was a little bit weird, but I mean, I understand they're trying to welcome you. Speaking of welcoming, you got a welcome pack, right?
This is a little welcome baggie that they gave us, and let me show you what it comes with it. They have never, in the 2.5 years that we have traveled, they have never really done this.
Well, we don't know if they've done it. It should mean another campground.
We have never found in another campground that they've done it. But it comes with gloves. I'm assuming this is if you're going to go and pick the oranges and lemons.
Probably the only usable thing in the pack, by the way.
No, there's a pan.
Oh, okay, 2 things.
And
that's if you know how to write.
These 2 little lights. I'm not sure what they're supposed to do or be for.
So that you can light your way.
These teeny tiny lights?
Oh.
I don't know. But they have this. Actually, these are like microfiber little towels to clean your glasses or screens, computer, laptops, and that. They have a Sudoku book.
And you know I love Sudoku.
I do. I actually do love Sudoku. It's like keeps you active up here. And a little notepad just to take your notes.
Hence the reason I don't do Sudoku. I'm not active up there.
Well, you should start doing Sudoku, Paul.
I know. All right, we need to button it and drive.
Yes. You're the one usually talks a lot.
Use the right lane to take the California.
Now, we could have taken freeways all the way out to the Pacific coast and up to Rincon, but that's no fun.
That's not the TME way.
It's not the TME way. We enjoy the coast. This is the Pacific Coast Highway. Traffic will be a nightmare today because it's Sunday, but we get to go through all the little beach communities, including places like Venice Beach and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do. You guys wonder if Lori ever drives. She drives sometimes, and even in busy traffic like this.
When he goes to the bathroom.
But usually, just little TMI for you guys. I just went to the restroom. So.
Okay.
But are you ready to switch back? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He was.
but just a couple miles. I'll tell you what, and stop.
I'm sweating, like literally I'm talking to myself like I can do this, just keep it within the lines. And we're in the lane where it's narrow lanes, so
It's tough trying to stand up and go to the bathroom and stop and go traffic in an RV. That's
it's
tough.
in park, so if you're gonna try to
Oh yeah. So there you have it. Lori drives while I pee.
You can open the window.
TMI on TME. We are rolling west on Washington. We're here in Marina Del Rey, heading down towards Venice Beach, and we're going to go down Ocean. This could be a horrible idea. Lorena has already put in her vote for yes, this is a horrible idea.
It's Sunday, close to the beaches, in a tight spaces with an RV. What can go wrong? Just saying.
Getting this first little few blocks into Venice is going to be interesting, and then after that it'll be all right. But a lot of RVs parked on the side of the road here doing the urban boondocking thing, but pretty crazy. It's gonna get, this is nice and wide. The next street we're about to turn on is gonna get really narrow, so hold on to your hats, Lori, or hat. Venice Beach has a special place in our heart because it's one of the places we went on our very first date. It's got everything from the crazy to the exotic. And I would lean more on the crazy side. The streets are narrow and there is a ton of traffic, so you just have to remain calm. You. Oops, I'm only human, folks. Many movie and TV series have been filmed here on the North Coast as you head up out of Santa Monica, including 2.5 Men and Baywatch. A weekend hotspot for locals and tourists alike is Neptune's Net. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, one of the scenes from the original movie was filmed here at Neptune's Net. "72 hours later." All right, Lori will be in here in a second and we'll explain why I look like I'm in such a rush, because I am. All right, so that was a little bit of a morning disaster.
Well, but you know what? 25 minutes completely shut down,
from
car
like
hooked
literally
up. Having breakfast to just like having to put everything away, close the RV, put jacks up, hook the dolly, turn around, unload the car. 25 minutes, all of that. Yeah.
So, Ventura County Parks, a little bit of a mess. This area here used to be like first come first serve thing. Now it's reserve only, which is fine. On the app and or on the email that they sent me, it says parking is 12 to 11 with checkout at 12. A little bit weird wording, because 12 to 11, you check out at 12. Very strange. I wonder what they got going on here. Maybe restriping or something. But anyways, we were sitting there at 5 to 11 having our breakfast, watching a few videos, and a knock on our door says, "Hey, I'm in this spot at 11," and we're like, "Oh no, checkout's noon." And he goes, "No, checkout's 11." So I was like, "Oh shoot, sorry, my apologies. We'll get ready." I look at my phone and I'm like, "No, checkout says right on my phone noon."
And the reservation. Basically.
On the reservation. So I go back out and show him. He says, "My apologies." As I'm walking back, there's a piece of paper, this one, that says, "Vacate no later than 11." I'm like, I go back out, show the guy the note. "Sorry, my apologies." We have a little giggle, and off we go. So, we didn't get a chance to film that. You guys can see it in older videos. It's Rincon Parkway. We didn't do anything the whole entire 4 days we were there other than just work, like literally pound out work, both here and following up with some stuff in Vegas. So that's it. We're heading up to Santa Barbara. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lorena. And we'll see what great adventures up the road. We start out in the dull, overcast marine layer, and within an hour we pop up over the mountain into the bright sunshine of Southern California. Rancho Oso is down a narrow, windy road, so we suggest that you check in late so that you don't meet anybody who's checking out on the way in. How's it going?
Hey, welcome to Rancho Oso.
Thank you, sir. Well, we need to check in.
And your name?
Charron. All right, we have arrived at Rancho Oso.
Beautiful
And-
grounds. Look around.
Yeah, beautiful so far. The check-in process was amazing. Brett was awesome. We did find out that some dumbass rented us a tent site.
I would not call you that, but that's when you let Paul make reservations.
Why would you let me make reservations?
That's the outcome. Right?
Why would you let me? I just said we needed a spot. It came up, and I said yes. Probably.
Seriously, I'm taking over reservations because the whole rushing out this morning.
That was not my fault rushing out this morning. It says 12 p.m. checkout on my email. You saw it.
I didn't see it. You told me that it says on your email.
Oh, now I'm going to show it to you on my phone, smartass.
But anyway, I guess like the tent sites themselves actually can fit RVs, and everything else is full. So
Yeah, they don't have any other spots.
we're gonna go and check it out.
We have solar. We are fully self-contained for up to 14 days, so we're good. We're just going to look weird parked in the tent site, but I've looked weird before. It's okay.
We're used to it.
All right, this tent spot is actually awesome. Got a little bit of partial shade, but still enough sun that the solar is rocking. So that's kind of cool. And the first thing I did, because it's been long overdue, is I moved this mirror back out. I had turned it way in so that when we were in Mexico, I wouldn't get it ripped off on the ride down. And now it's good to go. We've straightened it back out. Really easy if you guys don't know how to do that. Just like a little Allen key in the side. That's how most of them work. Yours might be a little bit different, but you just loosen that key right there and then you can turn this however you want. This site, really nice. This is all tenting down here. There's no hookups through this whole area. Just beautiful trees and things. This area up in here is water electric only, and then there's the full hookup area up top, but we're down in the bottom of the campground. Really nice, really pretty in here. We had heard good things about Rancho Oso, so far it's been great.
The next morning.
This is the piece on Lori's car that I'm gonna change out. This is the new one here, and it's this bushing that's gone out, causing a bunch of noise and stuff under there. So I expect it to take, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours. So probably gonna take about 8. And here is the culprit that was giving us so much trouble when we were down in Mexico. You can see there that bushing is pretty much toast, but it's been replaced now, so we don't have to worry about that. And just a quick reminder for you guys, always make sure you're wearing the proper footwear when you're working on your vehicle. Just hanging out outside here at Rancho Oso, waiting for the little lady to get ready. What are you doing?
I'm almost ready. Stop complaining.
Almost ready. She was almost ready half hour ago. We are gonna head into Santa Barbara today, pick up a couple of things, including cell service, do a little exploring in Santa Barbara. We've been here in Rancho Oso a couple of days, but just been doing repair stuff. Put the part on Lori's car, the rear suspension arm, and I installed 2 new shocks in the front of the RV. I would have installed shocks on the back of the RV, but AutoZone didn't have those. The backs feel fine, the fronts were just making funky noises. Lorena! You don't look ready. She's waiting for me, she says. Oh, here she is. Grace us with your presence.
I'm the one that needs to get everything ready, people. He just like does this on his hair and that's it.
Where's your purse?
It's ready here.
But it's not out here.
Like we're already walking out?
Yeah, we're leaving. Keys, look.
I thought we were gonna
Phone,
do
camera.
an intro to our video, our next video.
Oh yeah, we need to do that first.
See what I'm talking about.
Stand by.
See, Paul make it seem like he was ready, but look, now
Oh,
I'm
don't
the one
start.
waiting here, and he's
Don't
the
start.
one that is just kind of like, just barely coming out with laptop in hand.
Oh shit,
Uh-oh.
what am I caught on?
Your cord got caught.
What the heck?
At the door. So I'm talking about,
Don't even start.
just wanted to document reality, not what he says.
I get to edit that out.
True.
Pretty beautiful park, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had your wheels chalked when I was doing the suspension arm. The rumors we had heard about Rancho Oso are true.
About?
It's actually pretty nice. One of the nicer Thousand Trails that we've been to. We had heard from other people that the Thousand Trails in Palm Springs was one of the nicer ones. No. This is actually pretty nice.
They have the full hookup section where they have all paved and everything, like very nicely. But then you have your water and electric only, that you have more trees and shade, and it feels more like state parkish.
Yeah, I actually like the water electric spots better. And we're actually in a tight spot. That's not tight. We're in a tent spot, and it's even nicer. So I like it because it is more state park like, and we don't need full hookups. We have all of our water and electric and stuff we need, so get to stay in a little bit nicer part of the park. All right, we have got a video uploaded, and now we're just gonna wander around just a little bit and then head back out to the campground. Check this place out. How cool is that? This is the city or the county courthouse. Did you study this?
I believe so now, but I believe it's a courthouse.
We're awesome tour guides, aren't we?
We'll find out in a minute. All right.
So there you have it. The Santa Barbara County Courthouse Hall of Records and Jail, erected in 1926. Santa Barbara is one of those cities that when you drive around, all the buildings look historic. Like every single last one of them looks like some kind of old mission or something. So very cool city.
And I will say this specific spot, this courthouse, like there has beautiful grounds, grassy areas, and everybody's hanging out in the grass. Everybody's sitting, lounging. Somebody was doing yoga. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, normally you don't want to hang out in that county jail.
Courthouse. I think it's a historic courthouse. I don't think it still functions as one.
Santa Barbara County Courthouse, pretty cool looking. Now we're just kind of out walking. Where are we going?
To the Presidio.
Going to the Presidio. I don't even know what that is.
You know what the Presidio is.
No. Why would I know what the
GTS.
Presidio is?
GTS.
I can't GTS it, I'm shooting video.
Have a look. Oh,
again. All right, because Lorena made me read and educate myself a little bit, this is one of the last 4 Spanish forts built here. And here, you gotta check this out. Pardon that interruption, but I like hot rods. So it's one of the last 4 forts, Spanish forts built in California. This one founded in 1782, so kind of cool. Where's he going? Look at that thing. Can we get one of those?
One of what?
Those hot rods.
Yeah, we can have it as a tow.
We can tow it 4 up.
Absolutely, we have like space for our lower friends.
Perfect. All right, as we were walking around, we decided we're in the city. There's movie theaters. The new John Wick 3 is out.
So why not?
Why not? Let's do it. All right, Miss Lorena. John Wick 3.
It was outrageous. It was
Not for those of you who don't like a little violence and blood.
A little?
Okay, like 98% of the movie is killing, stabbing, shooting, people getting their heads cut off with swords, hands cut off with swords. So yeah, not for the
Blood
yeah, just blood everywhere. So, but as far as an action-packed, crazy movie,
It was there.
it was there. The theater was actually good too. We had read online the theater was run down and kind of wasn't great, but it was an old theater, but the sound was decent, the screen was decent, and it was set up like a stadium. So
Are you reading the movie
Metro
theater,
4
or what
Theater.
you're doing?
Yeah, Metro 4 Theater, I'm giving it a thumbs up. So if you're in Santa Barbara, you can go check out that theater too, because it was all right. But now we got to drive down an extremely windy road in the dark to get back to the campground. What were we thinking?
Yep.
We weren't.
We'll take our time,
Yes.
right, Speed Racer?
All right, things don't always go quite as smoothly as you expect, especially if Lorena leaves reservations up to me. So we
I guess
experienced
we
a little bit of that.
established it's like I'm taking over, but
Yeah, the first one was not my fault at Rincon. That was just not my fault.
anyway, we have an amazing time. We went from the cool of Rincon and the coast to the actual sunny within like 40 minutes. 30
Yeah,
minutes.
it's amazing how if you get off
Sunny
the
mountains.
coast just a tiny bit, then the weather
Yes.
changes and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, this is sunny Southern California.
Yeah, we have been struggling with like at that point, many weeks of actually cold and gloomy and everything, and just like go up to the mountains, sunny.
Yeah,
So it's
and
beautiful.
got to explore Santa Barbara. It's a great little city if you've never been there before. Very cool, quaint, historic town, and just a lot of fun. It's one of our favorite cities on the coast.
Yeah, we didn't the mission this time because we have been there before and we have shown the mission before.
Yeah.
So we actually tried to do other stuff. But it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the next episode, we'll show you guys around Rancho Oso, but this is where we're going to call it for this one. If this is your first time here, it would be awesome if you hung out with us a little bit, get to know us, and that means they have to
Subscribe.
hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tap the little notifications bell so you get a little dinger every time we post a new video. And we'll see you again in the next episode.
Bye, guys. Don't
Bye.
forget, we're in Patreon too.
Absolutely. We'll explain the parking
Yeah.
lot that we're in here.
Not every place is pretty.
No. No. Every now and
It's
then,
like,
they're
yeah.
just a place to stay.
It's just convenient.